Okay, ready when you are, Louis.
Alright, so initially I wanted to do a mobile banking app which collated all your cards and just did it through one service, and found out that Halifax already does that. So my second initial idea was like an anti-catfishing dating app, and it aimed to prevent catfishing through like verification of other services, and there's like and also a celebrity option, so verified accounts would also verify that dating app account, and it just seemed too technical because of the addition. I don't want to make it sound mean, but the factor of transgender people, because if the face recognition and social media recognition detected older pictures of the person who they don't look like anymore, it could mess up the verification. So I thought that was too technically difficult. So the student public transport app came into mind, and it was already created by Mover. So what I decided on was a centralised shopping app where it can use your shopping list, your dietary needs, your location, and how much you're willing to spend or how far you're willing to go to find the right supermarket or store for you, and just save your time and money. With the genre of my app, it's initially I thought it would be utility, but utility is something you use for a couple seconds and up to a minute or two. So lifestyle or productivity would be much more suited to this app. Schedule. Honestly, I haven't really stuck to the schedule. When I began researching, first thing that came to mind was Honey, which is a voucher finding app online, and just saving more money. It will centralise the stores in your country into one app. With supermarkets, M&S is weird because, yeah, they do food and drink sales, but it's not their primary standpoint, I guess. So I was going to stick to supermarkets like Morrisons, Sainsbury's, Aldi, Lidl, Tesco. So combines all major supermarket apps and uses the data you input to find the best deals in stores for every shopping trip. You can reuse your shopping list however much you want, and obviously the dietary needs, so if you need substitutions in your diet, and depending on your method of transport to get to the supermarket, it will try and reduce the amount of weight you're carrying to and from. So again, with the substitutions, if something's more valuable for its weight, and it's like a 10 kilogram pack of chicken, this is an 8 kilogram, and 8 kilograms more value, you get more for your money. It would suggest you to buy that, but obviously you don't have to stick to the algorithm's suggestions. And it's mainly aimed at middle to working class parents, so they don't have to spend as much time in supermarkets instead of looking after their kids and spending family time. And I mean, it can also go over to people who are carers, because they can request a delivery of the shopping list, and I would hope to be able to make it so it's a regular thing. So you set a shopping list and set a time frame of when you'd assume the items would be used, and then it would reorder that that shopping list of items with your permission. So it's not like a subscription to that shopping list in a sense. It's like, do you want to reuse the shopping list or make a new one? Initially, I looked at Tesco's for its design. It's very simplistic, but what I found is you have to scroll a lot, but people found it useful because they can order deliveries for in a review said they can order the weekly shop for their mother, even though they live I don't know how far away. It did have issues with crashing and that, or crashing, and if you move house or just change your location in any way, you can lose your delivery slot and you won't get an available one again, which is something that I'll have to overcome. But that'll be done because you choose your area you're willing to go. It doesn't matter where you are as long as you can get to the shop. Or I am thinking of providing a delivery service through my app, which aims to just go the distance the supermarkets won't go. And that's it.
Thank you. Any questions?
Lots of, ordering from supermarkets, lots of the time, if they don't have the item, they'll give you a replacement which you don't particularly want.
Yeah.
How would you tackle that issue?
I'll give a scenario. Well, it takes into account all the shops you would want to go to. So if a shop is trying to give a replacement that you don't want, actually starting from the root, in the shopping list, if the shop you've chosen is out of stock, it would also obviously tell you before then, and it would give you the option to go to a different shop, or for a substitution you don't want. I'm not entirely sure to know, because logistically speaking, going to a completely different shop for one item might be a waste of money, just because of the transport and the environment of just driving to a different shop or whatever. Because if it's a delivery service, then we'll have to. Yeah, that's a tough one to work around.
Cool. Any others? James?
Yeah.
How would you tackle people abusing your distance matter, going the distance matter? Like putting in a location where they will never arrive.
Well, it'd be off the. You mean like where it's gonna be delivered to?
Yeah.
I mean, by the time it gets delivered, you've already paid for it. So, because I'm going to assume I'm going to create a transaction through the app or at the door type of stuff. But if it just doesn't reach the location, there are other services for wasted food, but depending on how severe the loss would be. Just take it back to the shop, or again, charity.
That's it.
It
Cool.
does. It might seem like a lot of money as well.
Do you have like a minimum or like a maximum spend where you have to get up to there to actually be able to order?
As a delivery, I didn't currently think of that. It may, yeah, I may have to like implement one of those. Yeah, because just thinking logistics, it's not worth just sending 2 items in delivery. However, I think Getter does something like that because they use bikes. It's just much smaller, packaging is faster. So, yeah, thanks.
And environmentally
Yeah.
friendly. Okay, any more? Okay, thank you, Louis. Very well done.